Is Jamaica safe? This video is brought to you by Sandals Resorts. Receive 65% off when you use the link provided in the description below to book your Caribbean vacation with any Sandals Resorts. Jamaica is probably more plagued by bad media about safety than it is by violent crime that affect tourists. Many travelers fear the worst and avoid the country. Those who make it here are far more likely to come away with positive impressions rather than horror stories. Petty crime is the most serious issue, although some travelers may be more concerned with the increasingly fluid legality of ganja. Welcome back to Elite Jamaica, the place you come to learn more about Jamaica and Jamaicans. And if it's your first time joining me here, consider subscribing to the channel and click the notification icon so you never miss an update. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at crime, drugs, and harassment in Jamaica. So the question is Jamaica safe?
I feel safe, really safe.
First, let's take a look at crime against tourists. While areas including Spanish Town and some parts of Kingston are best avoided due to gang trouble, crimes against tourists have also dropped greatly, and the overwhelming majority of visitors enjoy their vacations without incident. Travel advice is common sense. Keep hotel doors and windows locked at night, and lock car doors from the inside while driving. Do not open your hotel door to anyone who can't prove their identity. If you are renting an out-of-the-way private villa or cottage, check in advance to establish whether security is provided or not. Carry as little cash as you need when away from your hotel. Keep the rest in a hotel safe and do not flash your valuables, especially your cell phones. Now, let's take a look at drugs. Ganja or marijuana is everywhere in Jamaica, and you are almost certain to be approached by hustlers selling drugs. Cocaine is also widely available, as Jamaica is a major transshipment point for the Colombia-US route, along with hallucinogenic wild mushrooms. The globalization of the drugs trade has undoubtedly helped fuel gang violence in Jamaica. While ganja has been decriminalized, other drugs are strictly illegal, and penalties are severe. Roadblocks and random searches of cars are common, undertaken by well-armed police in combat gear. Professionalism is never guaranteed, and extortion is often extracted to boost wages. Drug checks at airports can be particularly strict. Marijuana is an integral part of life for large sections of Jamaica's population, whether as a recreational tool for Rastafari sacrament, though it has long been illegal. In 2015, however, the Jamaican Parliament decriminalized possession. Possession of up to 2 ounces is now treatable in the same manner as a parking ticket, garnering a fine of up to US $100, but no criminal record. Full legalization is on the cards, if not immediately imminent. For now, the only way to buy ganja legally is with a permit from the Health Ministry, if you have a prescription for medical marijuana. While some travelers are keen to seek it out, even those who want to avoid it are unlikely to get through their trip without at least a whiff of second-hand smoke. You will undoubtedly be approached by people offering to sell you ganja, whether a nudge-wink hustler or a vendor at a dancehall street party openly selling it alongside candies and rum. If you want to smoke though, I still recommend doing so discreetly at your hotel. Some local strains are particularly strong, and tourists have reported suffering side effects from ganja, especially from ganja cakes and cookies. Jamaica's Tourism Board already sponsors the Rastafari Roots Fest, which hosts the Ganja Maker Cup for growers. And when it's legalized, ganja tourism will undoubtedly be a big thing. But while we hear of winery-style tasting tours to ganja plantations, if you are hiking in the Jamaica backcountry and come across a field of ganja, it's best to give it a wide berth for now unless you are with a trusted companion. Jamaicans are fiercely protective of these secret spots, and there's a good chance they will loudly and perhaps aggressively demand you to leave the area. Now, let's take a look at harassment. Usually, the traveler's biggest problem is the vast army of hustlers, mostly male, who harass visitors, notably in and around major tourist centers, Montego Bay, Negril, and to a lesser extent, Ocho Rios. Be polite, but firm with unwanted advances. Never ignore them. That's taken as an insult. Aggressive persistence is the key to their success, and trying to shake them off can be a wearying process. Hustlers often persist in the hope that you'll pay them just to get rid of them. If harassment continues, seek the assistance of a tourist police officer or the local constabulary.
The country's image has often been battered on the international scene with reports that highlight the crime problem. However, despite the current initiative, the response from tourists may not be what many expect. CBM Live's Irvin Forbes reports.
They could be seen in numbers, many in pairs or large groups, but not a regular sight for locals in St. James, who sometimes see very little of the many tourists who often opt to remain in the confines of the luxury hotels. Despite international warnings from various embassies, some of the tourists told our correspondent they feel safe in the parish, which is now under the watch of both the police and the Jamaica Defense Force.
We come from Germany and make a tour through this country, and I can't tell you that I doesn't feel well there, and it's safe as well. The driver is okay. What else could I say?
Bonus tip: toilets. There are a few public toilets, and those that do exist are mostly best avoided, except in major tourist areas. Most restaurants have restrooms, but many require you to make a purchase before you can use them. Remember, receive 65% off with all Sandals Vacations when you use the link provided in the descriptions to book online. Thank you for joining me again. I'm Alex. I do hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, remember to leave a thumbs up. And until then, I am Alex. Bless.